Okay, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic known classics. This is episode number 1837 and Doubleshot number 1731. I have two Marvel trades and both are finales. Kinda. One definitely is. The other one is basically finale for Volume 4 of the series. First up it is Luke Cage Volume 2, Caged. I thought I had owned the first trade. Turns out I checked out from the library. So, here you go. Yes, this contains Luke Cage, 166 to 170. Yes, 5 issues of this book. And I'm going to get into basically why the book was canceled, that this book here was relaunched and there's numbering. Now, I should point out though about the numbering itself. The numbering is continuing from the classic. Now, here's how Marvel continues numbering for Luke Cage. They include the what is known as Hero for Hire, Power Man. That went with the Hero for Hire went to 16. Power Man went from 17 to 49. They also include Power Man Iron Fist as part of numbering, 50 to 125. They included the second volume of the 125. Let's see, 15 plus 25. That's like I'm trying to think here. I know they included something here as part of the numbering for Luke Cage. Okay, I found it. Okay, the books they considered part of numbering. Okay, they included. Okay, they included Hero for Hire, first 16 issues, 17 through 66, which is, well, technically that for some reason they have it as Power Man 17 to 66, despite the fact that 50 was renamed to Power Man Iron Fist. Maybe because it was interior numbering, possibly yes, but up to 25 that is counted. The Cage ongoing series from the 1990s, the 20-issue book that is counted part of numbering. You thinking, really? Yes, it is. It is counted. The third volume, Power Man Iron Fist, which was 15 issues, and of course the 5 issues that was Luke Cage, the book. Now, this book was relaunched under its triple digit number because of Marvel Legacy, 166. Yep. And the story itself is basically not that good of a story. My gosh, this story is bad. How bad? Let's check it out. Basically, you have Luke Cage riding his car into a town somewhere in the South. And by the way, I know it's the South because we have a sheriff deputy written to be a racist. Show me your ID, boy. And he shows he's Avengers ID. We don't need your type around here. I'm an Avenger. It's basically implied that this guy does not like black people. The guy is a racist. And then he goes to a diner. And then he's there for a little while, minding his own business. He's not bothering anybody. A waitress basically just stops to talk to him. About what, you might ask? Well, her husband disappeared, and she figured out he's an Avenger. Help her out. Okay. And then all of a sudden, we have 5 cops in SWAT gear show up to arrest Luke Cage. What's the reason for it? You really want to know? The ringmaster's controlling them. Yes, the freaking ringmaster of the circus of crime. He apparently has got real powers now. What is this? Basically, he's like the new version of the Purple Man. Who, by the way, was killed around the same time in the Jessica Jones book. Yes. So apparently he gets his power by having this metal band around his head and be ejected through his freaking skull, make his head beat so he used brain control powers. And when Luke Cage meets him really? The frickin' ringmaster? Even he's like, what the heck is this? And then he's imprisoned. Yes, seriously. He's sent in prison for no reason. Like, oh, we got into a fight with cops. They attacked him first. They attacked him with freaking SWAT gear and a weapon with nightsticks. Last time I checked, he was doing nothing wrong. And apparently, it turns out that he's been controlling everybody in this town to put people in jail who dare disagree with him. Yes, seriously. So, by the way, this storyline, it's only 4 issues. Starts at 166, wraps up at 169. It is by far one of the most baffling stories I've ever seen Mara put out. And by the way, the final issue has nothing to do with it at all. It's a cute story of Luke Cage telling his daughter a story. Which, Jessica Jones is there, of course, Yeah, apparently the artist notes the fact that she's hot, so let's put her in a half-top shirt. And basically have the readers point out, probably obviously though, Luke Cage is a lucky guy. Like, damn, Jessica Jones is hot. Yeah, seriously. I like that story. The Cage story, not that good. By the way, he's arrested. He's basically muzzled with Ringmaster. Yes. Like, of all people for Luke Cage to fight for his Triple Dish numbering issues, you bring in the freaking Ringmaster. I'm like, why? Couldn't you fight on the leader? No, David Walker, you bring in the freaking Ringmaster. Yes, seriously. By the way, the artwork here is done by Gennaro Sana. Yes. And you know the book is bad because it featured the Ringmaster. I like the Ringmaster, but man, this story was not that good. And gross, too. My God. Apparently his brain has basically gotten bigger than his freaking head because he keeps injecting himself with whatever drug this piece of crap he injected himself with. I'm going to give this book give it an 8 out of 10. Now, this book was canceled due to low sales. How terrible were how were the sales? Really bad. Yes, I remember this book got canceled. Because Marvel did say they canceled this book due to low sales, though according to someone did some research about it, is that the sales of the series were terrible. No wonder why. The story was awful. Cage. I mean, a racist cop being put in prison, like, I'm thinking, like, what is this, 1970s? It's like, this comic was basically meant to be, basically, David Walker took the 70s style racism and brought it modern day for no reason. He does have a reputation for doing this. But it's almost like either he had to do it or probably he wanted to do this. I have no idea. Next up, we have something awesome with XMen Legends, collecting issues 7 through 12 of Volume 1 of the ongoing series because they restarted numbering at issue 12. Why? People are thinking, was the book so terrible? Is this book bad? Hell no, this book is awesome. Yes, and here are your writer for these issues. Because every writer basically is a continuous story from they wrote back in the 90s. You have 7 through 9 done by Larry Hamm and art by Billy Tan. 10 is done by Fabian DeCisa. 11 is done by Walt Simonson. And 12 is done by Chris Claremont. Fun fact about the 12th issue. There's actually a prequel story to Excalibur Special Edition, which is the first print of Excalibur. Now, 7 through 9, that takes place before issue 69 of Wolverine Volume 2, which features also Lady Deathstrike in her 90s look. Yeah. And of course, they've also been mentioning here about Wolverine 33, which Larry Hamm wrote that too. A really good set of issues, this one. I love it. And then running into, like, Omega Red of all people. Yes, Omega Red. But just a really good set of couple issues that I think they wrap up. Yeah, basically, and obviously we have Sabretooth show up. Yeah, these 3 issues of XMen Legends take place between issues 68 and 69. That's real. And by the way, issue 69, that's clearly a homage to the Hulk cover. Yeah. But great stuff here with Larry Hamm and Wolverine. And then we have X-Men 10. This is a weird one, where it takes place during X-Men Volume 234. Apparently it also takes place during X Factor 104 to 105, where you have Mr. Sinister meeting with 5 people: Xavier, Beast, Magneto, and Amanda Mahler. Who it turns out that 3 of these people here are in fact clones. Yeah, and then the one in this issue is actually a clone of the one fighting X Factor they showed in the issue. It turns out it was the legit one. Yes. So kind of a bit of explanation because the whole thing is essentially likes cloning stuff, so why not? 11 is something that takes place before New Mutant 77 during Lewis Simon. So apparently this is something that falls under XMen Legends number 4. And it features Apocalypse. Yes, Apocalypse. And just a quick standalone issue. Just basically, this whole thing with Caliban becoming one of his hounds. And X-Men 12 basically just pure setup for, well, Excalibur Special Edition. It's right after Uncanny X-Men 227, which I believe that's part of the Fall Mutant stuff. Yeah, and that leads into Uncanny, heads into Excalibur. Oh yeah, Fall Mutants, I was definitely right about that. This book is awesome. I give this book a 10 out of 10 because this book is good. Really good. Do not know why Marlbury launched this book after only 12 issues. Yes, and if you're curious though, for X-Men Legends, like, has the relaunch book been released yet for the book? And you probably want an answer about that. Well, the first issue has not been released yet. Nope. Not really. This first issue of the relaunch, it's going to come out in just 2 months. Yes, 2 months. Now, the final issue of the previous line for the series, which, by the way, that came out back in March. Yes, March. Yeah, so basically these issues came out from the period of September of last year to March of this year. But yeah, really good stuff here. I love the X-Men Legends. The X-Men Legends series because it is so good. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love the fact they've had 3 issues that fill in the gap between 68 and 69 of Wolverine. Yeah, but these two trades, like X-Men Legends is awesome, but in the case of a book like Cage, the story is not that good. No, it's not. But yeah, that's particularly it for this particular review. Stay tuned. Next review is going to be Kaiga 7 Levels of War. Okay, next video. Bye.